In this lesson, we're talking about area of sectors, and then in the next video, I'll talk about the area of segments. So let's first get the definition of an area of a sector. So that shaded yellow part in that circle, that would be an example of a sector. The sector of a circle is a region bounded by an arc of the circle, so part of the circumference, and the two radii that extend from the vertex. Okay, so that shaded part is our sector. We're going to call that sector RPS. Nothing fancy, just give it the three letters that are attached to it. The equation that we need for this unit, for area of a sector, is very similar to the equation from the last unit. Theta over 360 times pi r squared. Now remember, the last section we did arc length, and it was theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So I'm just going to, as an aside, write a little note to remember that the arc length was just a slightly different equation. Theta over 360 times 2 pi r. Okay, so very slight differences between the two equations, but you don't want to mess them up, or else you're going to be finding arc length when you're trying to find area sector, or vice versa. Let's try two problems. The first problem we're going to leave as a decimal solution, and the second problem we're going to leave in terms of pi. So for the first problem, we're given a radius of 6 feet and our theta of 100. So let's first start by kind of sketching what this looks like. Okay, we know the radius is 6 feet, and our angle that we're dealing with is 105 degrees, excuse me, 105 degrees. Okay, now I want to find the area of that sector. So 105 over 360 times pi r squared. R is 6. So again, 105 over 360 times 36 pi. So I'm just writing it, or times 3.14 pi. And because I can write it as a decimal solution, I want to go ahead and change pi to 3.14. And then, of course, 6 squared is 36. And we just went ahead and made it one fraction from the very beginning. So the very top, 105 times 3.14 times 36 is 11,869.2 over 360. Plug that into the calculator, and you'll get 32.97. 60 divided by 360. So now in this problem, we're leaving it in terms of pi. Okay, so 60 is my angle over 360 degrees times pi r squared. First thing I want to do here, because I'm leaving it in terms of pi, it's so important to reduce the fraction. So I want to reduce the fraction first. So 60 over 360 reduces to 1/6. And then 12 squared gives me 144 pi. So if we combine these into one fraction, we'll get 144 pi over 6. And now we just need to reduce 144 over 6, which is 24 pi. And remember, we're dealing with area here, so we need to remember to square our units. So in the second problem, 24 pi meters squared, and in the first problem, 32.97 feet squared.